Market sells off yesterday, but big rally back. What happened and what's happening with the Fed meeting tomorrow? That's coming up on today's 3 Minutes on Markets and Money. On Friday, we talked about the massive $3.3 trillion options expiration that put a lot of pressure on stocks through Friday. And we talked about expecting a rebound as soon as Monday. Well, Monday morning certainly didn't work out that way, with markets selling off very sharply through the first half of the day. Again, lots of pressure on stocks, lots of downside liquidation pressure on markets. And again, as we saw that liquidation pressure on Friday, not surprising, we saw some selling again on Monday. But again, the selling was much more aggressive on Monday than even what we expected. But then about midday, things started to really turn around. All of a sudden, the markets began to rally and then rallied sharply through the end of the day, completely recovering all of the morning's losses, actually winding up in positive territory for the day. A quite stunning reversal. And more importantly, take a look at this volume surge right at the end of the day. Just a massive amount of buying coming in right at day's end as we start to see a lot of put sellers coming back into the market. That started driving prices up across the board. Now, again, this is all in advance of what is going to be happening today and tomorrow, which is, of course, the Fed meeting. The Fed, of course, is going to be talking about whether or not to hike rates and to tighten their balance sheet. Of course, that's due to the inflationary surge going on in the markets. But the market has already been calling their bluff really to this point by selling off so sharply already since the beginning of the year. There's already a lot of downside pressure in markets. That's got to be concerning the Fed here, where there's already signs of weakness in consumer sentiment, etc. Now the Fed's talking about hiking rates against this inflationary backdrop, which, if we take a look at inflation, may have already peaked here. So again, the Fed may be late making monetary policy changes. The market may be front running on this time by selling off in advance of their decision. But again, we'll have to see what the Fed does from here, because if they become more aggressive or stick with their more aggressive stance, we could see further downside pressure in the markets. If, as I expect, the Fed starts to soft pedal some of their position, we could see stocks really start to gain some momentum here over the course of the next couple of weeks. So again, while the sell-off yesterday was pretty brutal, we're probably not done with it just yet. Futures are pointing lower this morning. We'll see how risk assets do. But again, wait till we kind of get through this Fed before making big decisions, because once we get kind of the announcement from the Fed, we'll have a much better way to position portfolios in appreciation for what they're actually going to be doing in terms of monetary policy. I'm your host, Lance Roberts, for 3 Minutes on Markets and Money. See you back here tomorrow.